Okie dokie, well welcome to the Pierce Family Dentistry campaign presentation. We're so glad to have you all here. We're really incredibly grateful for each of y'all's impact in our lives and all that y'all have helped us progress, and accumulation of everyone, this is what we have done. And so we're really excited. We're just going to kind of start off with an introduction, kind of overview of our entire project, and Christy's going to take us that away for us.
Okay, so our clients know our goal, but our instructors do not. Our goal is to create a strategic communication plan that increases clientele and brand awareness within Craighead County and maybe some of the other smaller towns in the area. Pierce Family Dentistry has been around for about 15 years now, and because there's a huge demand in the market now for more dentistry, businesses in staffing places and things like that, we have seen that there's a bit of a reduction in our clientele, and we want to make sure we maximize that by advertising and creating more brand awareness. We want to be identifiable, and that's what our goal was to achieve as well.
So Jessica's going to talk about our initial situation.
So initially there were some brand limitations. There was no website, there was no set logo colors, there wasn't even a logo. But we did see initially that everybody who worked there were really personable and so friendly. And so we wanted to create your brand around that. We wanted to personify you guys. And that comes really through the Facebook and a lot of the social media that we will talk about.
So after we did the initial analysis of the organization, we went into the research phase and we researched what needed to be done and who we were targeting. So Chris is going to talk about our SWOT analysis.
Alrighty, so a strength that Pierce Family Dentistry has going for it, and this statistic still surprises me, is Arkansas, compared to the rest of the United States, has actually one of the lowest percentages of dental practices. But if anybody here in Jonesboro has seen Brown's Lane, and like office, orthodontist, I'm like, is that really? Yes, but thank you to the Arkansas Small Business and Technology Development Center for providing us with the research. A weakness that, as Jessica was talking about, is Pierce Dentistry, initially they didn't have any social media, they had social media, but not many active platforms. They didn't have a website, and to allow for transparency between the stakeholders and the audiences. An opportunity that Pierce Dentistry has going for it is from the years 2016 to 2020, the industry of dentistry is actually expected to grow. People are expected to put more money into this, as our target audiences will show. But a threat, unfortunately, is many people in Craighead County, they don't actually have dental insurance, and Pierce being a smaller practice, they don't know that you have competitive prices with or without insurance, so they're just you're not gonna make that radar, unfortunately.
So after we did our SWOT analysis, we went into who we were targeting, who we wanted from these strengths and weaknesses, and Jessica's going to take that away for us.
Okay, so for our primary audience, enter the Gilberto family. Aren't they beautiful? So pretty. This family, they're young adults with at least 1 or 2 children. They have kids. They're middle income. They don't really have a lot of disposable income. They don't want to go and get their teeth just whitened. They don't want to go and get new veneers. They're there to get their kids' teeth filled. They want cavities done. They want braces, things like that. They're looking for preventive care.
Now we have our key influencer, and that's going to be Christy.
Yeah, so our key influencer is obviously mothers. Our research shows that women, primarily married women, tend to make decisions for their families, and they make purchasing decisions such as health decisions, such as dental, which comes to them as their key influencer. For our research, we discovered that the family size in Jonesboro is actually increasing. And because of this, this is our primary target market. It's the largest way to get our patients as the best way to influence people to come visit Pierce Family Dentistry.
So we also have a secondary target audience, and the secondary target audience is for younger, single men and women in the community that are primarily probably new to Craighead County. So the overall age of Jonesboro is about 30 years old, so we're kind of hitting that younger demographic. And contrary to our primary audience, our secondary audience is looking for that, cosmetic dentistry, so the whitening and the veneers, and when they post an Instagram picture, they don't want to have to whiten their teeth, they want their teeth to be perfect already. So I understand that dilemma, so this is me right here. So who are we competing for this target audience? And Chris is going to take that away for us.
Alright, so your direct competitors are small independent practices in Jonesboro limited to one office, such as Dr. Bill Panic Dental Clinic. What you're going to find with many of these smaller offices, as our research showed, is these offices, they may have multiple social media platforms, but I was surprised to find how many of them aren't active, like maybe 4 pictures. So to capitalize and to outcompete, Pierce Family Dentistry is going to have Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter, and actively maintain and keep them updated to continue to provide transparency. For our indirect competitors, these are large corporate chains such as Higginbotham Family Dental. One thing, and this is not specific to Pierce, but to small independent practices, is people subconsciously feel that small independent practices are limited in the services that they can provide, so individuals are going to receive less quality care.
Okay, so after we did all our research, we created an action and a plan, and we're going to show you what actually we executed over this past semester. So Chris is going to talk about our goal and objectives.
Okay, so we discussed our goal previously, but I'm just going to repeat myself. Our goal was to create a strategic communication plan that increases clientele and brand awareness. To do this, we had 4 main objectives, which we're going to describe and talk about our measurement later. So our first one was to increase social media presence by about 1,000% by March, host 2 special events by April, and build a referral program and incentive programs for customers, and increase new clientele by about 15 to 20% by May. And those were our goals. So our strategies, Emma?
So one of our big strategies was, we know how philanthropic y'all are and how much y'all care about the community, so we really wanted to put our name out there with a philanthropic event, such as the Hub, as we executed earlier. So I'll talk about that later in the presentation, but that was one of our strategies, was just pairing with the community. Chris, you want to take it away?
Mm-hmm. So what we also did is we wanted to establish brand identity, and we did this by creating a website that reflects your brand image that we created with colors, all of that, which is in our operations manual that you'll get this afternoon, so you can take that home with you and implement those things later on your own. We also created an interactive social media community, and we did this by communicating with people in our audience. We did that with giveaways and so many other things, but also through our philanthropic outreach. And then we also created advertising opportunities, such as our Facebook Live advertisement with Cornelius Lovelace, and also our radio, which if you listen to the radio at all, you'll hear our advertisement as soon as you get in the car.
Okay, so communication things. So our whole theme throughout this entire campaign was healthy living, healthy smile. You will see that throughout all of our collateral, all of our social media, everything that you see, you're going to see healthy living, healthy smile. And our tagline is keep smiling, which you'll see in our Object Mail piece, which we're so proud of. And so our color palette, we laugh about this color palette because we have had so many discussions about this and the schemes and the numbers and trying to find it. So this is like ingrained in our brain for forever. But this is a beautiful color palette that we have come up with. It looks great on everything, honestly. So tactics. Jessica?
For social media, you do have a great Facebook, but we ended up trying to increase engagement, and we actually went from 200 reach views to 3,000, which is absolutely incredible, and that's all organic. We did not boost, we did not spend any money whatsoever, which is fantastic. And if you don't know what organic means those are clicks that people are clicking on without us spending any money, completely free. And so we also implemented an Instagram, a Twitter, and a Snapchat. We did a little bit with the Twitter, we got some retweets, we were super excited about that. With Instagram, we wanted to be more personable on Instagram. Like on the Facebook, stay pretty professional and all the giveaways and stuff, but on Instagram, we liked like little casual pics of y'all, like, or candid pictures or something like that, because Instagram has that different kind of audience as compared to Facebook. And so we really wanted to do that. And also we're super, super happy with the giveaways. They did so well. Y'all did a really, really good job. I loved it. It was really easy to teach y'all. Y'all did not really need a lot of teaching. Y'all knew exactly what to do. But the giveaways we were super proud of, and that's actually what gave us that 3,000 people reach, all completely organically. And this is some of our pieces. We decided to do tips, and this is like all of original stuff. This is not like just a random stock footage. This is stock taken from like fair use, like commercial use from Google. But everything else is made in Canva. It's completely original to you guys. And then that's just an example of one of the giveaways for somebody who hasn't seen one of the giveaways. And then this is a piece that we did for this food drive.
Awesome. So our website, Kristen?
Yes. So for a lot of our photographs for the website, we know through research and we know through evidence and how people feel emotionally about seeing people that see on the office every day online. We used almost all in-house photographs, so pictures of the team, pictures of Kevin, pictures of Cindy and Jennifer and things like that. And we did that and we promoted it on our website. What it does for our website is we can communicate our brand image through something that's beautiful, and it connects to our social media, so customers can also feel that we have authority as a business by having a website, and they can also do things like give us client testimonials or schedule appointments. By clicking on it, it goes directly to Jennifer's email. So it's a great resource for us to work with. It also can promote our services, which we'll see is going to promote cosmetic services. This week we had one click to the website, which is great because we launched it last week, and then we also had two one new patient and another interested party use our website to communicate with Jennifer, so it's been quite a success.
Before the
Thanks.
website was actually advertised, it was linked through the Facebook, and we had 2 new appointments through the website before it was even made public, and we thought that was pretty cool.
So if we click on
Look at
we're just going to view the website quickly. It has its own domain name. It's all properly set up. As you can see, if we scroll down, you can see photos of our wonderful staff. This is a nice little pop-up that's about to appear when it does on its own time. But if we see as it scrolls down, you can see about us. They have our team is pictured. You can read about their lives and their families and their interests and things like that. And for people who are looking to find their home dentistry, their practice that they love, we're going to be that for them. They can see that on our website. It's very reflective. If you click on our kids page, and the internet is slow in this room, so you saw the pop-up.
Yeah.
We also are advertising to mothers, and we're doing that by saying, your kids no longer need their pediatric dentist. Maybe they should come to us, and we want to give them incentives. So there's a video from Colgate. You can download our brushing chart, which you can also see on the whiteboard over there. So parents can interact with us online, and we also do other things like that, which are fantastic. As we return to the presentation.
Okay, so as far as media relations, this is my favorite things to talk about because I'm really proud about it. But we did host an event with the Hub, and we sent out a news release. And in this news release, we kind of sent it out as a snack pack, which we were asking for. And we put all the protein bars and candy bars and all that stuff that we were wanting and desiring in the little packet before we sent it out to everybody. That actually didn't get them. What got them was an email. So, I guess you pick and you choose what gets them. But this is actually released in the Jonesboro Sun, which I'll have an example of right here. And also it was distributed in the NEA report. And so through that we got a lot of donations, and we were able to pack about, I'm going to say about 75 bags. I believe I didn't get an exact number, but that was a huge success to me. And I think just having your name out there with such a great organization as the Hub is awesome publicity.
And the Hub was extremely thoughtful, and Jonesboro Sun told me they've never ever been approached to the point where a letter went around to everyone going, what do we do with this? We must answer this girl. Like, we don't know the answer. So they said, I don't know who did this, but it was the most creative way because we were all like, somebody's got to call her back. We can't call her. They were like so intimidated by your letter. I was like, Emma, whatever you said on that letter was pretty powerful.
Oh man, that's funny.
So anyway, we're so thankful. I was just there earlier
Good.
handing out
So
the
good.
bags, and they are
Well, it was an
very
awesome
special.
experience. I think Christy and I can both say that. So yeah, that's just kind of a breakdown of what we did for the Hub. We gathered snack packs. We did all the toiletry stuff. That was the work within itself. We made encouragement boards and stuff like that. It was a lot of fun. Even for us as a gardening experience, I think we got out of it more than even we thought. Okay, so advertising media tax is going to be Chris.
Okay, so initially, Pierce didn't have very much reach, so we thought, how can we cast a really big net really quickly and grab a lot of their target audience? So we went all to the drawing board and thought, radio ad. So we found more media, and we just selected to go with them because of competitive prices, and they were frankly just really nice to us. And we also chose Jill at 99.3 because their target audience for that station is our target audience for our campaign of the Busy Mom.
So also we have physical taxes, which you see out here, these beautiful t-shirts. We also have the baskets that Jess talked about and some other tactical things that were created that we can send out to the community as well and to other clients and potentially new clients. So this is all that we wanted to do. Now we're evaluating what was executed and the success of it and the numbers and the percentages and all that fun jazz. So we're really proud of this one. Jess, take it away.
I'm so proud of this one. Like I said, we went from 200 reach views to 3,000, and that's an increase of 1,400%. That is huge. We are very, very proud of that. And not only that, but in the span of 2 months, you increased 89 Facebook page likes. And that's a lot. That's way more than we could have hoped for. That's awesome.
So the host of the two special events, I know I just talked about this, but these two were also hugely successful. With the Facebook Live, we reached over 3,000 views, and that's views of our target audience. And so that's priceless right there. I mean, that's 3,000 people that have either heard of Piercement Dentistry or haven't heard of Piercement Dentistry that are now know all about Piercement Dentistry. And also, they know that they're also worried not about your smile, but your health, which goes along with our campaign of healthy living, healthy smile. Also, with the Hub event, you kind of see like all the bags were packed, us packing all the bags and the encouragement board that we did as well. Christy?
Okay, so in the beginning we decided maybe we should work on referral programs. A lot of dentistry offices do have a referral program for